Sagittarius. Hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Sagittarius tarot reading. Sagittarius, love tarot readings. Sagittarius, love reading. And as is pretty much always the case here at the Tarot Closet, Sagittarius love messages, channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. Let's take a look at the energy coming in, Sagittarius. It's the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Well, hello to the Emperor. Aries and Mars energy, another fire sign. Interesting because this deck has a couple of emperors, right? Like one isn't enough, there are two. And the one coming through in your reading is a divine feminine energy, you can see. Now, this is not about gender. Generally, the emperor is a divine masculine energy, so I find that very interesting. It's kind of like a balanced energy. It's really, and it's, well, it is a very balanced energy. The Emperor already has the Ankh, divine feminine, divine masculine energy, and this upright energy, that's a balance. The Emperor is connected to the root chakra. When somebody's grounded, look, it's coming here with the King of Pentacles, they're grounded. That's an energy of knowing what they want, going for what they want, in particular with our Emperor, who is a cardinal sign, our leader. It's coming here with the King of Pentacles, Virgo, ruled by Mercury, who, yeah, it's like putting in the time, the commitment energy here, and also look at divine feminine energy here on the King of Pentacles. Somebody is definitely on the move. Like the Emperor likes to get what the Emperor wants. Now, of course, we could be looking at an energy of somebody who is in a position of power, you could say, you know, just somebody who, yeah, it could definitely be that. It's somebody who's running a business, that sort of energy, very respected. It's not necessarily going to be that for everybody, though. What is really strong for me is that Emperor and the King of Pentacles, because the kings are under the Emperor, and that's the King of Pentacles. That's around commitment. Now it's slow moving long term, so it does bring this energy to me that somebody's been kind of strategic about it, and it is connecting with commitment. So there's definitely a move here around that. Let's continue checking out the energy coming in, Sag. Oh, wow. Two of Cups. King of Swords. Okay. Yeah, somebody wants to talk about this. If you've been waiting for marriage, I just want to tell you that it's here in the Two of Cups. Now, it doesn't always mean every time I see the Two of Cups that somebody's going to propose marriage. It just doesn't. We just saw the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Now we're seeing the Two of Cups. So I do want to validate. If you're waiting for a proposal, it's here. Are you waiting to hear how they feel? That's also here. The King of Swords and that Emperor, you know, upright energy, not hiding their feelings. This is somebody who loves you. This is somebody who loves you too. You could say you love each other. I just want to show you this interesting energy. Look, the flowers here, the stems intertwined, and obviously that is an energy here within this Two of Cups. It's Venus and Cancer energy. It's the sharing of thoughts and feelings. Yes, they love you too. You love each other. And is there a decision here around marriage? If that's the case, yes. That King of Pentacles, commitment, yes. Now, it could be around really just about anything. It's just going to be dependent on your situation. Next level kind of energy, getting serious, sharing feelings, going exclusive, moving in, marriage. Could there be a family energy coming in? counterpart to the Emperor is the Empress. Let's see. The King of Swords is also today a divine feminine energy, and, well, divine feminine on the card. It's generally a divine masculine energy. Interesting. And it's Gemini and Mercury, which is the ruling planet for Gemini. Also Virgo, but it's a Gemini card. And it's just more of that energy of somebody who's being strategic and thinking about you and making plans. This is somebody who's making a plan to come to you. So whether you are already around each other, or there's something going on, and there is a kind of breakup in the connection or communication, a pause button or no contact, this is definitely communication. Our King of Swords, this is clarity in the relationship. So yeah, they love you. They want to be committed. There's a committed energy coming through. With that said, we also see our King of Swords today holding on to a needle, as you can see. And the thread is adorned with lights, which is clarity, which is what they're bringing in here. So that is a definitely clarity around it. I love you. Again, it could be that it's marriage. What is that proposal? Because that can also obviously be around other things, including new beginnings, should that be the case. Because it is a needle and a thread, and that's generally mending something. With that said, it's also like they're designing this dress. Do you know what I mean? So this conversation is definitely feeling like a really big one. Gemini and Mercury energy, by the way. And Mercury, as I talk about here at the Tarot Closet, is strongly connected to reading and writing. King of Wands is in reverse. So we could be looking at an SMS, text message, social media, email. How do you normally communicate? Can you see each other? Do you communicate by voicemail, phone calls? So the King of Wands is here, and it's in reverse. We're going to look at this energy too. Aries energy. Somebody that hasn't been ready. It's just really clear. And that King of Swords coming in under the Emperor, we can see that it's just sort of like getting them all ready. The communication, the Emperor, the commitment energy, the offer, the feelings, the King of Wands, who hasn't been ready, but I feel like is getting ready. So getting the courage, you could say, to what? Communicate? Yeah, it's connecting with that King of Swords, but also the King of Pentacles. So we've seen the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and now we're seeing the King of Wands in reverse. The World card and the Six of Swords. Major Arcana energy like our Emperor. This is a completion energy. And the first thing I want to say to you is if it's the case, there is a completion energy around marriage. It's completing the picture, making life-changing decisions. Closer to soulmate, true purpose kind of energy. So what does that mean for you? Is there a distance? Is there a need for somebody to travel toward you, like literal, planes, trains, automobiles? Are we looking at life-changing completion energy around, commitment? What is that next level? Serious, getting more serious, exclusive, moving in, marriage, family energy? Because that's also the move you could say they're making. And this World card is the last major arcana energy before you're going into the Fool. And it's a new path, a new beginning. So there's definitely something that's been going on here. Pretty strong validation for me with the Six of Swords. Mercury and Aquarius energy. That Mercury energy around communication. This person is like in a stormy cloud. They're holding on to the star. This is Aquarius energy, so that's interesting. And it's dangling an anchor here. That anchor sort of hovering, but needing to go here in the water. And you could say to be anchored, and also just in the way of communication. It's heading for that water, which is an emotional energy. So it's a pretty strong validation for me that there has been, I don't know what exactly is going on, but there has been some issues around communication. And it's literally time to talk and get this anchor kind of down, to stop. The other thing I want to say is, if this is, I mean, it's coming literally here with the World card. So if this is around moving, like literal moving, relocation, that's also here. It goes without saying there could be an energy here of you, relocating, moving on, but that's not really what's coming through for me. This is a timeless reading. You are here when you are meant to be here, Sagittarius. It's a general tarot reading. Always take what resonates and let the rest go. All your playlists, Sagittarius Love Tarot readings, are linked in the video description. What? Oh my gosh. The Emperor's back. Wow, this is really clear. I'll tell you, too, it's the other Emperor. I believe it's the other Emperor, isn't it? There are two in this deck. So that's really interesting. What I wanted to say is, this is a reading where we go into their feelings for you, your feelings for them, what you might need to know or don't see coming, what's on everybody's mind. Is anyone making a move? It's kind of like a lot of answers there already, yeses. I also just wanted to remind you before I look at these cards that if you're hearing my content, you're hearing just my audio and it's been put over those readings where the cards are laid out and you don't see me holding up cards and talking about them here. This is my reading. It's stolen. I only release on my verified channel here on YouTube the Tarot Closet. So if you're hearing my content, my audio over those videos, with the stagnant video, it's stolen, please let me know. The email is in the description of the video and it's also on the About Me page. And it goes without saying, if you hear and see my readings anywhere, but here, it's stolen. And I'm aware of other platforms and we are working on them. They're a little bit slower, but they know, they're aware. So keep those emails coming. If you suspect or because it really does help to take them down, get rid of them. So thank you for that. And thank you if you haven't heard back from me. I apologize. I just have a lot of emails in there and I'm just not really able to respond to everything, but I want to just thank you so much. Okay, so what else is coming through? Wow. So that's interesting. The King of Wands here connecting with the King of Cups in reverse. They're both in reverse. And then there's the Hangman. So that's a really strong validation. And the Emperor's back. That this is somebody who's been hiding feelings. And if you want to know about them, they already came through in that Two of Cups. And that King of Swords under the Emperor, the other one, because there's two in this deck, that this is somebody who does love you and is making some kind of plan. Here, it's just been coming through quite strong. The Master of Emotions, our King of Cups, also the reverse of holding them back. King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Swords. The Hangman is also a validation of where things have been. So something has been going on here. And this is a timing energy for me. And it's also somebody needing to get perspective and obviously to wise up, because there's an indecisive energy. There are some power struggles, and I'm going to address those in a minute because it's feeling kind of intense. But there's an indecision. There's the lack of movement. It's been an only time will tell energy. You get out of the Hangman and you make some major changes in the Death card. And it's more of that energy of rebirth and transformation, things changing. So I do feel like there's a timing energy around getting out of this now, but this is where things have been. What I wanted to say about the intensity and the power struggles are, in the deck, there are two emperors, and obviously it's a divine masculine energy. I think we were talking about that. That particular emperor that came out had the divine feminine depicted on it. So that's really interesting. It's not about gender, but it's a validation for me that you're both here and that there's a strong intensity, because that's just two leaders, kind of, both who have this idea of what they want and kind of how things are going to go. There can be a stubborn energy around that. Now, those can be some super intense power couple kind of energies where things are amazing, but they can also be really difficult, And yeah, something's been going on. I'm not always privy to all the details, but our Emperor is back. Our Emperor is back, and it's just really clear with that King of Pentacles, with nearly every, yes, no wait, is that everyone? Yes, every king has been coming in. King of Pentacles, King of Swords, and now the King of Cups and the King of Wands in reverse, the feelings. Two of Cups coming in, we know they love you. But you've been waiting for them to make a choice. Oh my gosh. The Two of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles is back. I think it might be the other one because there's two King of Pentacles too. Okay, so I'm also wondering if you're kind of in that other energy, and then we're seeing, my eyes are really itchy. This is a wake-up energy. Yes, this divine masculine energy, by the way, it's not about gender. It could be that for some of you, there's a twin flame journey here. It's not going to be for everyone, but I do want to bring that through. But what I wanted to say is it can definitely be that King of Pentacles we saw coming in too, of like waiting around and like, here they are. In any case, it's back and it's the other one. So the other one had the divine feminine energy on it. Pretty sure we saw the other one. This is definitely, yeah, somebody here who has been struggling with commitment. It's clear, Two of Pentacles. You've been waiting for them to make a choice. And you can see in that King of Wands in reverse that they haven't been ready. But now we have the Emperor here twice. And yeah, the King of Pentacles twice. There's a conversation at the very least around it. Do I think someone's making a decision? It feels like it. And again, at the very least, there's a conversation about it. But getting out of this hangman energy, which is just sort of suspended, left you hanging, things kind of left hanging kind of energy. But our King of Pentacles, look, King of Cups, they're all connected. They're all under the Emperor too. And again, not quite ready, not sharing the feelings, but we also know that they love you. That's been really clear. Oh my gosh. And the Strength card is, yes, and they want this life too. The choice you've been waiting for them to make is getting made. So the Strength card is in reverse. And here's the thing. It's catty corner with the King of Wands in reverse. That not being quite ready, being afraid. This major arcana energy. It's not only underneath the King of Cups, but it's catty corner. Here connecting to our Emperor. The Strength card, Leo energy. So fellow fire energy. It's connected to the heart chakra. And this reversal energy, it's sort of like sabotaging things because of fear around all the feelings that are here that they've been holding back. They have not been either revealing or, something kind of happened, obviously. Getting over some pride and ego is also really clear because I feel like it's intense. This is really intense. And yeah, getting the courage here is just super, super strong. And then the Ten of Cups is here. Connected to the Two of Pentacles, waiting for this person to make a choice. Well, one of these pentacles we know is yours, and it's come through in the King of Pentacles twice now. What is the other one? The Emperor twice. Are we looking at somebody who's just really picked work? Who's just been so immersed in money and work that they just haven't balanced out their love life? It's strong. I do want to say that. It can even be that you're both really working a lot and somebody would need to make a compromise, perhaps including in that World card energy that somebody has to move and leave a job or change their life for somebody. Whatever the case is, because it is pretty intense, that waiting for them to make a choice has come here connecting with the Ten of Cups. Mars and Pisces. A new cycle, a new beginning, life together. It's the Ten of Cups. It's such a beautiful energy. Sometimes it's not always coming through that way. It's pretty strong today. 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, King of Pentacles twice. Life together, contentment, life together. What does that mean for you? Because I do want to validate if we're looking at an energy of going from physical and platonic and or both, to more. That's being revealed here, that yes, they reciprocate and yes, they want the same things. It's going to be really specific for you because it could be around so many different things, around moving in, marriage. Again, that family energy that comes with the counterpart to the Emperor, the Empress. Also here in the Ten of Cups. The feelings are reciprocated, that much is clear, and it's getting really clear to me that this is somebody who's made the choice, who's choosing, I guess you could say, not just, it's like choosing you, but it's choosing this. So the Ten of Pentacles is goosebumpy. It's really validating. What is the other pentacle? Because it could be a person, but it could also be around work or money, So what is that? We could also be looking at somebody who's just been struggling with the next level, who's been afraid to move and maybe leave their job, to move in, to take things more serious, to get married. Long-term energy. 10 of Pentacles is here. Mercury and Virgo energy. This is the long haul kind of energy. And it's also a new cycle. You can see the lines here on the tree stump, and that's connecting to the root chakra, the grounding, the earth energy, the commitment. And there's many, many lines here, so we're looking at like lifetime stuff here. Also connecting to this choice you're waiting for them to make in the 2 of Pentacles. Has there been some kind of ultimatum? Is it a person, place, or thing, or work, or money? Location, again, that does come through in the World card. It's like either me or this, or, what do you want? It's here. They're both underneath the 2 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles. So, yeah, okay, there's a couple of things I want to validate. Well, there's something I want to validate if it's been like physical, that energy is here. It can be in the Knight of Wands. It's not really always the case for me, but it kind of comes through. Leo energy. On the other hand, we are seeing this horse, which is a particular horse for me connected to moving some obstacles out of the way. There's a lot of humility there, and they're jumping through this ring of fire. That's Johnny Cash energy. Okay, so I want to validate if it might be, if this is around physical and platonic for more, and because this person has been hiding some feelings, that there is like this energy of them having way more feelings than they've let on, or maybe even admitting to themselves. Yeah, so the chemistry between you, I want to say, is really intense. It's definitely here. And if that's been already really strong, but there's something that happened because you're wanting more, that's here too. The Queen of Swords is here, coming down in reverse, Libra ruled by Venus energy. So we saw the King of Swords. It's the counterpart to the King of Swords, the divine feminine energy, and the Queen of Swords. It's a validation around the lack of communication. That's just really, very, very clear to me, actually. And it's around this, and this 2 of Pentacles. When we saw that King of Swords coming in with the King of Pentacles, which came back, the other one, the Emperor. So it's really clear that it's kind of getting ready to go, into the upright energy. The 3 of Wands is here. The Ace of Cups is here. The 4 of Cups is also here. And I think there's some more energies. The Sun. Wow. To grow those pentacles, The Five of Cups is in reverse. And I know what that's about. We're going to talk about it in a minute. The bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords in reverse. And look where it is. Also ready to talk about it, which they haven't been. King of Swords having come in, King of Pentacles, Four of Cups. So Eight of Swords in reverse. It's like getting out of their head, getting out of no contact. Jupiter and Gemini, it's here with the King of Wands, which is also connected to the other King of Pentacles that came down, the Ace of Cups and the Four of Cups. If you can see each other, it's like they're just kind of surprising you, they're showing up. If you can't see each other, it's definitely, it can be around a message, SMS, social media, email, a phone call. There is an apathetic energy here. It's the Moon in Cancer of just, not being really happy about things. Clearly, it's here with the fear, and it's also here with this Eight of Swords, which is in reverse now, which is an energy of hope, and I like that, and of getting out of their head and out of no contact. But it's clear something's been going on. And they're coming over here with this umbrella, this duck, which has the Ace of Cups behind it and the Sun. The Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy. Yeah, we saw the Two of Cups. Now we're looking at the Ace of Cups. This is an offer. And I just want to validate to you that the marriage energy is really strong, should that be the case. But it is some kind of proposal, offer, new beginning. There are a lot of feelings in this cup. That's clear, as well as the Two of Cups. And there's an offer here. There's an offer here. Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups. The Emperor twice. The King of Pentacles twice. The Ten of Pentacles. The Sun is also here. So obviously ow, that really hurt. Another fire energy, of course. So then your fire energy, Leo, Source. A new cycle. What is needed to grow? These Pentacles. The King of Pentacles twice here. The Ten of Pentacles, I would say more than anything. And a luminary. A new cycle. What's coming to light here? The conscious energy. Well, when you go in the Sun, you're coming out of the Moon. And that's an energy of get clarity and truth. So again, whether this person was denying feelings to you or to themselves, there's definitely this energy of, have a lot more feelings here than I have let on. It is just really, really clear. And the new cycle energy, and of course the Sun, in order to grow the Pentacles, is really clear. It's connecting with the Three of Wands. The Sun in Aries energy. Isn't that interesting? All leading us here to our second Emperor. This is coming together energy. It's what you've been waiting for, you could say, in the Two of Wands, for someone to make a choice. And again, it could be around literal movement, as in travel, but it's also around, I want to say, a choice, like movement as in making a move. Then again, it is validating for some of you that it is around, like somebody would need to compromise. Very specific there. But it's an energy of coming together and going forward together. They're holding on to the ship here again with the feelings. The Five of Cups is here in reverse. Mars and Scorpio energy. So there is an apology here. Connecting with the Queen of Swords in reverse. And for me, a lot of that is around not being honest about feelings. There could be other things here. It could be in that Two of Pentacles around work or money, maybe even another person. But there is a, like, will you forgive me kind of energy. And there's also, there goes the camera. You didn't miss anything, I don't think. That's what it does. It just ends at certain points, and I'm just not always looking. I was talking about the Five of Cups, and I'm just going to go back a little bit because I'm not really sure where we were. But what I was saying is there is a will you forgive me energy. There's a hopeful energy. There's like a recovering energy. And it's connecting to that Queen of Swords. So it's definitely around the feelings and the lack of movement that's been going on here. A lot of the feelings that this person has been holding back. And it could be around other parties. Could also be around whatever that pentacle is, whether it's a person, a place, or a thing, like about location or money or work. The 2 cups we saw coming in the upright, so we know that's been uprighted. But the reversal energy here within the 5 of cups, depicted as flowers, is a validation that there has been some kind of discord or something that's been going on, some kind of separation or just breakup in communication. That some things were said in these 3 of cups, whether it's via message, phone call, or in person. So that's definitely connecting to that. With that said, I want to validate how they're coming in to communicate with you, feeling like, yeah, they really need to. There's definitely some apologetic kind of energy. And you can see it here. So that's the other thing. Like, they also have that apology to make. What exactly it's about, I'm not privy to all the details, but it is here. It's clear that it's way beyond an apology that's going on, but that is here. And it's a validation for me that this, whether it's messages or conversation, could get kind of emotional, you know, because there's an intensity. I tell you what, the 2 emperors, just even in the depiction of the divine feminine and the divine masculine in the emperors today, obviously if you're hearing that, you've been here at the tarot closet watching the reading and hearing, which by the way is the case if you're hearing it only against cards that you're not seeing and not seeing shuffled and not tapped and talked about, you know, you see me here, somebody's stealing it. If you're hearing it or seeing my readings completely anywhere but here at the tarot closet, it means someone's stealing. So please come on by the tarot closet to the About Me page and let me know, okay? Email me. So, yeah, this energy of whatever, however this conversation or messages are going down, it's that it could get really intense because we have these 2 emperor energies, and that's just super intense energy. You know, it's like 2 leaders. And it's not about, I just want to validate that. Don't worry about the signs if you're not resonating with that, Sag. However, you know, it is an Aries energy. It's a fiery energy. So it's really more about that. It's more about the emperor coming in again. And both of the emperors in this deck, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, with that fiery energy of Aries. It's about that energy of Aries and the emperor. So there's just like 2 intensities of people that want to lead. So it could get kind of intense. That's what I wanted to say. I'm ashamed of the way I handled things. Bottom of the deck. The tarot closet channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. It's connecting right here with that apology. Do you think of me too? You have no idea you do this to me. Do you think of me too? Is it here again? Is that you? Or are they just asking it again? I wouldn't be surprised. Do you miss me the way that I miss you? I write messages that I never send. Strong energy here in our 8 of Swords in reverse. Did you notice? Yeah, I sent a message. I'm not surprised by that, actually. I'm sorry I ghosted you. I took you for granted. I was stupid. I stay awake thinking of you. I'm still checking up on you, so if you are disconnected in any way, whether it's across the street, town, state, country, the world, we did see that world card. It's like either looking on social media, it's like Page of Swords energy, or talking to other people, which can definitely be the case for a lot of you. Never doubt my love for you. I feel so much guilt for what I did. I was stupid. What is that? I want to talk, but I'm scared. Now, that's been a strong energy too. The King of Swords in the upright and the King of Wands in reverse. And there's a lot of like messages that they're writing, not sending, deleting. So it's not surprising to me. But it's also something that's changing. And a lot of that is some of the fear, Strength card in reverse, but it's also some of the ego. I was triggered. This has hit me hard. I want to bring in some more and see what is that. How the shame, I guess. I am ashamed of the way I handle things. Yeah, so it's keeping them from like getting the message through. More tarot closet, channeled love messages. Whoa, that's a lot. It's chatty. You are so beautiful. It's coming here with the duck coming behind to talk. You have changed me for the better. There's almost like a stumbling around energy here. I am so lost without you. Maybe not letting that on. I miss you. Here with our lion here and the Strength card in reverse. Maybe not admitting that. Haven't been. I fear you have moved on. So that's also connecting there. Interesting. That is an energy that came through. It wasn't really that strong, but it might be for someone. My world is dark without you. Because I love you. That's been really super clear here in your reading, getting revealed with our Two of Cups, our King of Cups, our King of Swords. It's really hard living without you. I made so many mistakes. I'm sorry I ran. You deserve so much more. I'm waiting for the right time. Your last channeled love message from your person, message from their higher self, Sagittarius. I have so many regrets. It went here with I'm ashamed of the way I handled things. Beautiful Sagittarius, that was intense. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I really appreciate it. I'm sending you love and light, hoping the best for you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at another love reading soon. Take care. Until next time.